Hi and welcome back to my 25th anniversary playthrough of Half-Life. This will be Chapter 1, Black Mesa Inbound, or as the team affectionately called it, the train ride. So when I joined Valve, the project was named Quiver. A few other names were thrown around when we were trying to settle on Half-Life, and as you can see, here are some that were the most popular: Bent, Dirt, Lead, Pressure, Screwed. I think we should have called it Screwed. That would have been amazing. And then far down on the list of names that were still in the running but clearly not the favorites, you can see Half-Life there. So in 1996, the very first images I was ever sent, because I was still in the UK waiting for my visa after I joined Valve, and I was kind of working on this and that from the UK as I could. And the very first images I was sent for level design concepts were these. We have some black and white, what are they, ray traced or something, images of tunnels with pipes and stuff like that. This one has pretty much just a basic vehicle tunnel refurbished. This one has some draped tubing textures in it, regular lighting patterns from overhead. This one has some cool atmospheric fog coming through a grate, which we obviously couldn't do, but it looked awesome. This one, I was always confused by this one. I wasn't really sure if those were barrels or pipes or whatever. And then we have this elevated walkway with lighting underneath. I really liked it. I'm pretty sure I used that on multiple parts of the game. And then the spiral staircase, which we probably could never have built because we only had a budget of 550 faces for the entire scene. So pretty much one of those stairs would have taken up all of that. So let's just jump in now with Chapter 1, Black Mesa Inbound. Let's go.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated
Here we are.
train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
So this intro was built later on in the product cycle when much of the technology was already done. We wanted to make sure that we showed a lot of the innovations that Half-Life had. Things like scripted sequences like this guy, and then skeletal animation and new lighting features, new rendering features and stuff. So we basically wanted to throw every last feature we had into this because we were pretty aware that you have most of players at the very beginning of games and then they sort of drop out over time, so we really wanted to have a nice big upfront impact. This showed off the skeletal animation system where you could see multiple joints working on the same model, which of course is novel back then but really taken for granted these days. And I think we'll see a big sort of spider robot type thing up here soon, which really showcases that animation system.
Report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high.
So every little room has something going on, something for you to see as you make your way through the facility. Still love the instant level transitions.
Of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound. No smoking, eating.
Here we go, showcasing these awesome atmospheric effects through cracks in the rock.
Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt.
Here are some more of them. These light glows were also new.
Complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency
Nice
station
foreshadowing.
until assistance arrives.
And this is a very ornate door that opens here. All done in level design. In addition to obviously all of the game tech we wanted to show off, we also needed this to set the scene and tell the backstory of who the player is and where the game takes place and all that kind of stuff. So I think we'll tell you that you're Gordon Freeman. Here we go. Age 27.
At 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semifinals for high school.
And that was as far as we ever took telling you who Gordon Freeman was or who you are. We really spent a lot of time trying to get the player to feel completely neutral, or the character to feel neutral, so that you really felt like you were the character in the game. You were the player. That's why we didn't have any third-person identifications of this guy or anything like that. Oh, here we go. There's the skeletal animation dude. Very quiet, but very cool looking. We found, or we wanted just for the player to be way more immersed by taking on the identity of the player as themselves rather than a very strong character. So he never says anything throughout the whole game, and you never see him.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing
hey, there he is again. And there's the first G-Man sighting. Hello.
You have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties. Contact your
Makes me think of the Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that at Disneyland.
Your future depends on it.
And I think this is where we come to the end. Yeah, here we go.
Sector C test labs and control facilities.
Right, here we go. That's the end of the train ride.
And wait for the security officer.
Stand back. Here he comes.
Exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings. Thank you, and have a very safe and productive day.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
Thanks for reminding me. I'll walk at your pace. Come on. Here we go. I remember this door was made really early on in Half-Life. This sort of these bars that draw back. Kind of cool that it made it into the final version. Alright, so I think this is the level transition, and then that will end this video. Okay, there we go, anomalous materials. Thanks for joining me, and let's jump to the next one. We'll see you then. Bye.